Friday, Flosstube. Hello, crafty friends. My name is Caroline. Welcome back. Today is Friday, September the 11th, and just to start off with, September the 11th, I know this is a very important day of remembrance for our American friends, and as your Canadian neighbor, please know that our thoughts are also with you today on this day. It is sunny out there. It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day. We had 3 days here of rain and cloud and very, very little charge to my batteries. And so to have the sun shining full and my batteries are full, I have done the laundry, I have done some vacuuming, I have been sewing all day. It's been so nice to be able to use everything to its full capacity, which has been great, because in the forecast it is supposed to actually, in fact, cloud over again tomorrow and rain on Sunday. So I am making the best possible use of today's good weather that I can. I have a few things to share with you today, some crafty bits and pieces. I finished the gusset decreases on my Christmas sock, so I am ready to knit my way all the way down to the toe. I can't remember, at one point I had the number of stripes counted that I needed to get to the toe, but off the top of my head I can't remember. And I think my second sock is actually in the other room. So I still have enough yarn left to knit that second sock, and of course I've got that contrasting green for the toe. That noise is a float plane going overhead. We get them all week long, but generally on the weekends we tend to, Friday being the start of the weekend, we get a few more I think sightseeing and tours, and also taking people out to their cottages as well. So they're pretty interesting things, those float planes, and sometimes if we're lucky enough we can see them land and watch them take off again, which is really cool. That's really, really cool. So yes, my Christmas sock. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start just putting information in the drop down box below, so that I'm not repeating myself every time about what the yarn is, what the pattern is, what the fabric is. And so I'll just say information on this is in the drop down box below. Getting close, getting close. You see, I really want to cast on a new pair of socks. So this is my, I'm not going to let myself cast on a new pair of socks until these are finished. So I am highly motivated to finish them, which actually feels really good. Next is my Martin Luther King sampler by Stone Street Stitchworks. And I finished the basket and I've started the vines. I'm doing my own thread conversion on this, just using some stash threads that I had. I think this was charted to be a brown, but I've switched it to a green. Also the same as the vine here. I've swapped out a green instead of doing this as a brown. And then my flowers will be the same color as the border, which is that absolutely gorgeous Classic Colorworks bandana, which is my favorite, one of my favorite colors. There are shades of my favorite color. That's one of them. So yeah, this is coming along, and I don't think I should have any problem at all finishing it in the month of September. And that's gonna feel pretty good. Next up, Blend in Place. Hope and Strength Stitch Along. Ta-da! So you can see I've completed the that inner border, the cross stitch part of it anyways. Do you see the zigzag in the middle? There's going to be some beads that go in there. And of course these corners that are empty, there's going to be beads that go in there as well. There is a lot of beading in this piece. So I do not have hardly any experience with beading. I think I've done one. No, I have done a couple of Mill Hill kits with beading, but nothing on this scale. So I'm a little bit nervous about getting there. But anyways, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And then I came over here and I stitched the first star, and then I've started the cream fill-in, because if you remember a few days ago I was talking about how I couldn't decide whether I was going to stitch the cream first. This whole border is filled in with cream, and there's also some beads in there as well. Normally I would stitch the cream first and then put in my color work afterwards into the white or cream stitches, because I just find that they lay a little better, they pop out a little bit better. But for some reason I really wanted to try stitching the star first in this instance. There's another float plane going overhead. See, it's almost like Grand Central Station out there today. 2 float planes. It's so busy. It's ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little experiment on this corner. So I've started with the star. I stitched that first, and then I'm going to do the cream fill-in up to the corner, and then I'm going to add in the second star pattern here into the cream, and that way I can see which way I like better, doing it first or doing it second. Highly scientific. So that's what I'm going to be up to this weekend. I'm also going to be, let me get it so I can show. I don't remember if I told you yet that I brought this piece up here with me, but this is the Lila Studio with the needle 2. And it was Dawn B who sent me an email saying that she was enabled by my start, and I was completely enabled by Jen of Quirks and Stitches with her start of this project. I think that this is one of the most beautiful patterns I've ever seen. I love it. And there are so many patterns that I love and are so beautiful, but this one for some reason just caught my eye, and I just think that it's incredibly, just so beautiful. So tonight, because it's Friday and it's Friday off the grid party time, I am going to put this massive set of scroll rods back on my frame, and I'm going to put some stitches into this tonight. So I know it's an enormous piece of fabric, and this is all that I have done. So clearly I need to put some work into that. So I know you're not able to see the colors the way that you should be able to, because they are so pretty. They are so pretty. And I'm sorry it's so grayed out, because it's just absolutely gorgeous, the colors in this design. My showing you on camera just doesn't do it justice. Even if I pull it back here, I know, because then it's tiny, but you kind of get a little idea. See how bright and cheerful that bird is? He's so beautiful. I know though. So I have a ways to go. I'm practically finished. Look at this piece of fabric. Oh, but look at it. Can you just imagine it? Oh, I can see it, and it's glorious. So as a special treat tonight, because this week, next week is back to school. So I am going to treat myself to a little treaty treat before back to school, and it's going to be working on this piece tonight, because I can't wait to put a few stitches into that. So that one is going to replace my Colors of Venice just for the next week or so, because remember that I just have the fill-in to do on that one block of the Colors of Venice. Because look at this. Look at this. That is a third float plane. A third one. I'm wondering if possibly the first one maybe landed and took off again. I don't know. 3 float planes in less than 15 minutes. That is a busy day. Okay, so I just think that this is so gorgeous. I think what I might do tonight, I'm gonna go back and work some more on this flower basket and maybe start the alphabet. Wouldn't that be fun? Instead of just sticking with the border, I think I might work my way up a little bit. That is exciting because you know what I can't wait to do? This house. That house there that's in the corner. Let me get that to focus. There we go. Look at that house. And the tree and the little family. And I'm going to change the hair color on the little family so they look like my family. So cute. All right. So those are my plans for tonight when it's time to relax. Okay, so speaking of, well, I guess I didn't say speaking of, I have nothing to speak of in reference to because I haven't actually brought it up yet. But I did bring up school, didn't I? Next week is the first week of school. It is also the first week that I am going back to, I have one flute student left who I teach remotely. I haven't been able to get back to coaching my adult flute choir. And I also had an adult flute student, and I haven't been able to see her for a while. So, but I do have one younger student who is in high school who is completing up his work towards his grade 7 Royal Conservatory exam. So we will be starting back up with our virtual lessons again next week, and I will be doing that from here with him. Nicholas will be starting his remote learning next week, and our internet is still a bit of a question mark, so we will be continuing to use our phones as sort of our service providers for the next little while, and we're just going to take it by the seat of our pants and see how we go. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be, I'm not going to be back until Tuesday of next week. So this little video will be my last one until next Tuesday, just because I need a few days to learn the platform that Nicholas needs to know for his schooling so that I can help him. Obviously, I expect him to learn about the platform as well with me at the same time. It's called Brightspace, and I am completely unfamiliar with it. So I need some time to sort that out, make sure that he's prepared and ready to go, and also maybe, you know, try to spend a little bit of family time this weekend before we all go back to what is going to be our new routine starting next week. So on that note, I wish you all well. I hope you're safe. I hope you're well, and I wish you happy stitching, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Take care, everybody.